Hello and welcome to our instructional video on solving inequalities. In this video, we will be focusing on solving the inequality -4d plus 7 is greater than -1. We will go through the step-by-step process to find the solution for this inequality, and we will represent our final answer in both inequality and interval notation forms. So let's get started with solving -4d plus 7 is greater than -1. Step 1. To solve the inequality -4d plus 7 is greater than -1, we need to first isolate the variable d on one side of the inequality. To do this, we will subtract 7 from both sides of the inequality to get rid of the 7 on the left-hand side. This step is essential to gradually isolate the variable and understand what d can be. Let's carry out the subtraction. -4d plus 7, then subtract 7, is greater than -1, then subtract 7. Here's the altered expression after performing the subtraction. -4d is greater than -8. We subtracted 7 from both sides of the inequality because we aim to reduce the inequality to a simpler form where we can directly see the conditions on d. In this case, dropping the plus 7 simplifies the comparison. Now the new inequality reads, -4d is greater than -8. In summary, by subtracting 7 from both sides, we simplified the inequality, making it easier to isolate d in the next steps. Stay tuned as we move on to further steps which will ultimately provide the solution to this inequality. Step 2. Now that we have simplified the inequality to -4d is greater than -8, we need to isolate the variable d. To do this, we will divide both sides of the inequality by -4. It's important to note that when we divide or multiply an inequality by a negative number, we must reverse the direction of the inequality sign. So here's what we do. Divide both sides by -4 and remember to flip the inequality. On the left side, we have -4d divided by -4. On the right side, we have -8 divided by -4. When we divide -4d by -4, we get d. When we divide -8 by -4, we get 2. But don't forget to reverse the inequality sign. Since the original was greater than, it now becomes less than. So our inequality now reads d is less than 2. This is the solution in inequality notation. Now let's express this solution in interval notation. Because d can be any number less than 2, we represent this interval from -infinity to 2 with a parenthesis around 2 to show that 2 is not included in the solution. So in interval notation, the solution is -infinity to 2. In summary, after dividing both sides of the inequality by -4 and reversing the inequality sign, we found that d is less than 2. This concludes the steps needed to solve this inequality. So, the inequality notation solution is d is less than 2, and the interval notation solution is -infinity to 2. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has helped, and if it did, please drop me a like.